What up, what up? It's your boy Milano back here again with another video. And we back with good things they don't tell you about Brazil. Now I was gonna go on with the bad things that they don't tell you about Brazil, but I'm gonna go off on a positive note because I got too many bad ones in the loop already against Brazil, so I need to even it out. And I'm gonna say one of the first things that they don't mention Brazil that's really good is the women are very feminine, right? And when I mean feminine, they're not only feminine, but they're affectionate. You can meet them, just meet them. They'll give you a kiss they'll let you kiss them on cheek. They'll give you a kiss on cheek. They'll give you a hug. In the States, a lot of women aren't doing that. They're not giving you no kiss. They might not even touch you or even give you a handshake. So that's a lot of things that people are not saying. They're really affectionate, and even with strangers, they could be affectionate with you. Another thing they're not telling you that's good is a lot of the people are very, very hospitable. And I know they say, oh yeah, Brazil has smiles and people like it, but when I say hospitable, when I was at the beach today, the people were making sure they could get me my change. And when I told them to keep it, they didn't really understand, and they kind of didn't want to keep my change because, they felt like they didn't earn it. But I said, I want to support your business. Keep the change. I want to support you. Now, guys, the money was all together probably like $4 or whatever, so the change wasn't probably that much. But at the end of the day, it's all about helping other people. But one thing I noticed when I'm saying they're hospitable, it's not just with foreigners, but I've seen people in Brazil see a homeless person on the ground, see them, give them a dap, talk to them, give them some food. They don't treat, a lot of them in Brazil, I know Brazil, Salvador, Bahia, a lot of them are not treating the homeless. Now, Rio might be different. Salvador, Bahia, they're not treating the homeless too bad. You know what I mean? A lot of times they'll still treat them like regular people. They just look at them as they're a person that was down on their luck. So that's another thing people do not tell you about Brazil. People in Brazil are not looking down on someone that's homeless, down on their luck. As Americans, we do that, and other people do that. I want to say the only reason why Rio might do that is because it has a more Americans, and it's more Americanized. Sorry about that. Kick the table, guys. It's more Americanized, so it's a different vibe. Salvador, Bahia is more of the local vibe, and the people are more genuine. And I think with that genuine feel, you get a better experience, guys. Another thing I want to say that makes Brazil good, or the good things that they don't talk about Brazil, is, right, the ice cream, guys. I know you guys are tripping like, man, who cares about some dang ice cream? But they got one of the healthiest ice creams out there. I think it's the Acai Berry, ACAI, or something like that. That's how it's spelled. But Brazil has one of the most healthiest ice creams, and it actually blows America's ice cream out the water. And you could get it for dirt cheap. So a lot of people don't really talk about the ice cream here. They talk about the food. I know they're big on meat, but as far as the ice cream goes, you could get a dessert that's healthy for you. Guys, if you had a big meal, maybe you ate, you're like, oh, I don't need no more calories, you can have a little bit of ice cream and it's not gonna do anything to you. You do that in the States, you're looking at another 1,000, 2,000 calories, alone. So the ice cream here doesn't pack pounds. That's another thing they don't tell you about it, right? Another thing is, and this is really important, guys, another thing they don't tell you is about Brazil, right? So with Brazil, the north part, and I don't think I talked about this in the other good things they talk about in Brazil, but this could be good or bad. But in the United States, up north is usually cold and down south is usually warm. But in Brazil, it's the opposite. Up north is warm and down south is colder. So if I was to go to Florianopolis, I'd be freezing my behind off, guys. And with that being said, if you go to Rio, you know, the water's still cold, but, you know, it's still warm outside. Now, when you go to Salvador Bahia, the water is warm, guys. I literally, they don't even tell you this, but Salvador Bahia, because I was up north, which a lot of people don't tell you, people think Brazil's warm all around, but it's not. I mean, it is, but southern Brazil is more colder. I went to the beach. I went to swim, guys, when the sun was basically down to almost ready to dust. And I was able to get in the water and not freeze my behind off, guys. So that's another thing they don't tell you. The water fits your body temperature in Salvador Bahia, Brazil. Now, mind you, this is not all of Brazil. This is up north Brazil. So when you guys listen to me, think of, oh, they don't tell you about up north Brazil is the warmest climate to go to. So any of you guys that like warm climate and you want to go to Brazil during the winter time, go stay up north. Rio, Salvador Bahia, stay up north. Don't go further south you go, the colder it gets. Right now in Argentina, it's like freezing, man. That's why I haven't even went to Argentina yet. I might go next month, but I might not. I might just have to push that back till January, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that, like I said, guys, they don't tell you about the good stuff. Another thing they don't tell you about Brazil, guys, is it's not always dangerous. The good parts about it is the good things they don't tell you is you can be in the hood, the ghetto of Brazil, and you'll be safe, guys. They make Brazil like it's this bottom and barrel, homicide maniacs, killing people, doing whatever criminal stuff. Listen, guys, it's very safe in Salvador Bahia. Now, you have to use some common sense, but one thing they don't tell you about is you could be in the ghetto of Salvador Bahia and have the best time of your life because the people there are humble, they're down to earth. You go to up north, you go to the upscale part of Salvador Bahia, it's going to be a different vibe because I already went there to visit a little bit. But the hood part, I know you guys don't like the hood. You try to stay away from it, but you really don't have that much danger, and police are always outside, guys. The thing they don't tell you, and that's the good part, is you rarely will get into altercation in Brazil, especially Brazil, Salvador Bahia, because people aren't really looking for trouble. They might fight amongst themselves, but they're not attacking tourists or attacking foreigners, guys. And that's the misunderstanding a lot of people get from Brazil. It's dangerous. Somebody's going to rob you. But the good thing about it is you can be in the hood like me and be good. You could walk around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock at night in the hood and still be good. And people won't bother you guys. So these are the top things. These are the things, the good side of Brazil that people don't talk about. You know what I mean? So I figured I'd drop that, let y'all know. I'm definitely going to do the bad side, again, but I figured do the good side. I had a good day, guys, and I don't want to end it with a negative video. I'll wait till another day for that. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and definitely share the video. And if you can't do none of that, just leave a comment below. I don't care how crazy it is. I don't care how weird it is. I didn't heard it all. So do what you do. Leave that comment. Subs, fans, trolls, haters, whatever. Let's get it. Till next time.